Max Scheler is a German social and ethical philosopher. Scheler's philosophy encompasses ethics, metaphysics, epistemology, religion, the social of knowledge, and modern philosophical anthropology, which he founded. In his major work, Formalism in Ethics and Non-Formal Ethics of Values, Scheler argued that values, like the colors of the spectrum, are independent of the things to which they belong. He gave an order of 5 ranks of values, ranging from those physical comfort to those of usefulness, life, the mind, and the holy. The experience of value through different acts of feeling is independent of any other act of consciousness and accordingly is prior to any rational or willing activity. Hierarchy is an arrangement or classification of things according to relative importance or inclusiveness. Values are individual beliefs that motivate people to act one way or another. This serves as a guide for human behavior. Hierarchy of values is a concept in U.S. legal analysis that Yale Law School and New York Law School professor Marcie popularized. It refers to an ordered list of social values that influence judicial decision-making. Different jurists or legal analysis may order values in different hierarchies, which leads them to decide particular controversies differently. Values of utility cooperatives is a social form of togetherness pertaining to a particular type of individuals. Utility means cooperative consists of craftsmen, engineers, technologists, unions, trade groups, architects, nurses, etc. Their social form can be a school, society, or association. The vital urge was also discussed where the member's feeling is directed to definable goals such as the satisfaction of work done and being rewarded for that work. One feels a person's satisfaction in looking at work completed. The example of this is a composer working with his lyrics to be submitted tonight. He finished his work and submitted it to his producer. His producer accepted his lyrics without any objections and even gave him a compliment, as well as a reward. So the composer feels motivated to work again because he was complimented. The positive effect of this is that we feel motivated to work harder and strive for the better. The negative effect of this is that you rely on the reward and you feel not happy with the process.
Sensual values. The agreeable against the disagreeable. So this means that an action can be pleasant and unpleasant in the eyes of the individuals who is in the situation. It can be agreeable to someone who is looking for the brighter side, but it can be also disagreeable in terms of the morality. As relatable to Scheler's analysis on strata of emotive life, feelings manifest in relative mode of joy and suffering. It is the feelings of pleasure, pain, and suffering. It refers to the modes of feelings that happens to an individual. Example: a boy is very hungry. He do not have any money to buy any food. He saw a store full of breads that are freshly baked from the oven. Because he is hungry, he grabbed one bread and then ran as fast as he could. He eats the bread and feels no more pain in his stomach. So this example encountered the feelings of pleasure, pain, and suffering. Because of the boy's pleasure to eat, he did something that is not right, which is stealing. It can cause him to be confined or imprisoned, resulting to his action, and that is suffering. Some of us can understand the reason and situation about his action, but in terms of what is right and wrong, what he did is really a wrong thing despite of what reasons he had. And this correlates to the agreeable against the disagreeable. Vital values. As related to the emotive life, vital feeling states of the unitary lived body, which are experienced as a united field or whole. This is manifest intentionally as fear and hope, a value of civilization. Vital values are the set of beliefs and principles of action in the life, illness, and death of a person. They consist of the things to which a person gives importance when establishing his vital plan and that determine how he lives and what decisions he makes. For example, what lifestyle to follow, education, with whom to relate or how to live old age. And according to SCHELER, vital values are obtained by linking the physical with the mental. Therefore, these values are beliefs and principles of action relating to how people are in their life, how they care their health, how they act, or how they enjoy. There are 5 types of vital values. First one is the healthy. It is the appearance of good health or restitution of good health. The unhealthy. It is basically the not healthy or dangerous or harmful. The strong. It is vigor, character, strength, and endurance. The weak. It is about the losing or giving up easily. So in order to achieve this hierarchy or classification, the polarity of the values was established in which the positive finds its negative counterpart. Example: Tina has a cancer. She was hopeless because she knows that she can survive. Her family have no money to use for her medications. In spite of this, she normally lives her life to the fullest. In this situation, we all know that it is possible for her to lose hope in life because of the illness. But Tina choose to be positive and live her life to the fullest, or enjoying every single moment of her life, despite of the problem that she had in her family. So this is an example of a vital values because she chose to be positive over being in the negative side. She want to live her life without any worries and without thinking about the possible things that can happen to her sooner or later.
Mental value manifests intentionally as empathy, preferring, loving, hating, and willing. It is an act of free will, thought, and positive social interactions, as well as negative social interactions. Lisa is a high school student who is popular at school. She's very happy in school, and she loves shopping, and she has a complete set of friends. But the problem is, she has a foul attitude. She likes to bully. But the problem is, she has a foul attitude. She likes to bully. But she would go to her house with no one, just her mates.
Values of holy and unholy. It refers to modes of feelings that happens to an individual choices of a person. And it has 3 types of hierarchy. Those are spiritual, vital, and sensory. First is spiritual. Spiritual is a sense of moral or immoral. I use as an example is right or wrong. As a person or individual, we have our own perspective on someone or something in our life that only relying to ourselves, our own thought. We have our own beliefs that not depending on anyone's judgment or law. Second is sensory. Sensory is a vital indicator of senses or pleasure. I use as an example is food. Food that gave us enjoyment for us to be satisfied and fulfilled. And some people use food as their stress reliever. And lastly, vital. It is the life choices of a person to his or her life. I use an example is progress of a man on his dreams or a man that cannot balance himself of his thoughts. Because our life will be based on our own choices in life. It's either good or bad, but it takes responsibility as individual.